Well, hi everybody. Gary Sinclair here on, I guess our first real summer week this year. But this past weekend, Jackie and I were at a 50th reunion of some students and several teachers from the class of 1975. The school was Southfield Christian School, where Jackie, one of the original teachers when it was just an elementary school, and I eventually met. And many of you know the rest of that story. Numerous students saying when we were dating, "Oh, sure, she's going to marry him, and Ronald Reagan is my uncle." Of course, some of you are also wondering how we could have been teachers for students now celebrating their 50th year since graduation. The obvious answer is that we were extremely smart and actually younger than our students. Okay, I'm kidding. We were the same age. Anyhow, whatever the numbers, and we're kind of forgetting a lot these days, we had a great time at this reunion, getting caught up on the last 5 decades, meeting some of our student spouses that we never knew, getting reacquainted with students who actually turned out pretty well, though we wondered at times. You see, there are some great lessons that we learned, and I want to share them with all of us, no matter our age, to learn now and implement through the years ahead of us. Whatever your age, would you keep going for just a few minutes? Don't turn this off, because there's at least one lesson you would be wise to incorporate it into your thinking and your actions as you head into the rest of your years. First, we learned and were reminded at least that we don't always see the results or the fruit of our efforts, especially in relating to people, and in our case, during those years, students. See, attendees told story after story of how another student or one of their teachers years before were there for them during a trying time, and they got them, with God's help, through it all. See, you may be in a job, you're a volunteer somewhere, you're talking to people in your neighborhood, as a parent, other relative, you're in a situation where you're not seeing the changes you've hoped for. We were reminded, don't quit. Results can still be down the road that you can't even see right now. Second, on a related note, friendship matters. Life is better, it's more productive and more fulfilling when we do it together with people we love and who love us back. That's what the church is about. See, we did some informal singing, and in one segment of our time, just before departing for home, we sang Carole King's "You've Got a Friend," but we also sang the old hymn, "What a Friend We Have in Jesus." And wow, through many good tears, there were people remembering how the truth of both of those songs was lived out with one another, and it changed them, it's changed me forever. In fact, as people came together last weekend, many for the first time since 1975, the relationships, at least in many cases, seemed to pick up right where they left off. Third thing we learned or were reminded of was that legacy is molded, not manipulated. It's lived, not left. It's offered, not owned. See, at the reunion, many people didn't know the impact someone there or not able to come, or maybe who had even passed away, had made on them. One of the heads of school, Ken Hall, was that for me. I've learned from him so much about leadership and character and teaching biblical truth and how to present it, plus being available to others as their boss or leader. And I still apply those lessons today. He was there, 92 years of age. That was a special moment. No, that was a holy moment for me. See, pretty much everyone there had one or more stories about somebody in their life with the same impact. And all of us are probably one of those impact persons, a legacy individual, so to speak, to someone right now. Or they'll feel that way about you years in the future. You see, we must never quit impacting others. Yeah, certainly at home, to those close to us, but we can touch other people that we may never know about until the future or maybe heaven. The main thing we're asked to do is just be like Jesus as much as possible, so that in 15, 25, 50 years, there'll be people who, through their happy tears, will talk about you or me and the effect we had on them. See, we're never done molding or living or offering the components of what will be our legacy, what our life does to influence and encourage others. Philippians 1:6 says, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Jesus Christ. It doesn't say anything about stopping on retirement day at a certain age or due to hard circumstances. Yeah, we may have to slow down, cut back, but our effect on other people will never fade away, even 50 years later. So don't wait until some reunion to influence others. Start, or if you're doing it, keep doing it right now. If you're at a later stage of life, be thankful for those who came before you and encouraged you, but stay vibrant and active yourself as much as you can. You can still touch others in some way. The good work, your personality, your talents, your passions were all given to you to share with others. And one day, here or in heaven, you'll likely get a chance to have someone come up to you and simply say, thank you. And maybe they'll say, you look good. I hope so. Talk to you next time.